Hi, everybody. Make sure I'm fixing the live. Just give me a minute.
You what?
Yeah, I'm live. Let's see. Hmm. Okay, I think I'm doing this right. Hi,
Mhm.
everybody. I'm on my phone, so you guys have to bear with me because whenever I do lives, I do it on a desktop or a laptop. So I'm on my phone doing this live. So can you guys leave me like a comment or something to let me know that you can hear me? Um, because again, I'm on my phone on the Wi-Fi in the hotel. So I'm thinking you guys can hear me, but I don't know. And I have my buds in. So yeah, let me know if you guys can hear me. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Hope I'm stopping this. No.
My tube is too loud.
No, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, I think I got it. Hi, D. Can you hear me, D? Or, anybody? Let me know if you can hear me. I want to make sure that you guys can hear me okay. But make sure you hit the like button if you are here. I am I'm live from FinCon. So, like, oh my goodness. I have been really enjoying myself. Like, it was when we first got here, it was a little overwhelming, but because it's just so much. Like, it's so much going on. Hi, Desiree. It's so much going on, but talk about if you are a money nerd, and the tagline or the slogan for FinCon is where money nerds unite. So if you guys like that type of stuff, I think you guys would enjoy coming to FinCon. There is just everybody here loves finance. Like, everybody loves it. So you don't have to worry about, is it taboo? Can you talk about it? You don't have to worry about, am I going to be like the oddball out? It's everybody loves talking about money in some way, shape, or form. Not just investing, but it could be like credit repair, it could be debt payoff, it could be budgeting. Cash envelopes even is here. I mean, there are so many, like any type of topic or conversation around finance, you will find it here because I mean, money, these are all money topics. These are all topics that people want to know about in terms of, how they can be better at it. And the one great thing about FinCon is that you can really absorb a lot of information and really have an opportunity to network and meet people. So, one of the talks that I attended today was talking about like if you're an introvert, how you have like a YouTube channel or you want to like start a side hustle or a side business when it comes to content or things of the like, and how to if you're an introvert but still be able to break out a little bit and network so you can grow your business. And I'm not like a totally introvert, but I was able to take some nuggets from what they were talking about and really apply it to the things that I would like to do with MT down the line. And when I tell you guys, like, you'll come here and it's a lot of people. And you may feel like, okay, how am I going to like go up to somebody? How am I going to like, start a conversation, be engaging? But you literally just have to show up. You could join a group. Um, you could literally, they will bring you inside of a conversation with them. And I love that people are so engaging and open when it comes to um, finance. I absolutely love it, and I wish that more people would be the same way, especially in the finance world. It's already complicated enough um, talking about finance and money in general, but being in a space where there's a bunch of people, like literally thousands of people, talking about the same thing, it's super encouraging and super motivating to just be in a space with people like that. It's like you feed off the energy, you leave, and like this is the second day. So tomorrow is like the last full day. So FinCon officially ends Saturday. We fly out Saturday afternoon. So like tomorrow is our like last full day, but I already feel full from a lot of the information that I was able to receive, the feedback, just really getting to know people, the connections that I've made. I've met a lot of big influencers in this finance space. All have been nice, down to earth, real people. Like, I'm telling you guys, like, extremely nice and down to earth. And these are people that you look at, like Anthony O'Neill. I shared a selfie that I did with him. A really nice, like what you see when you see him on Dave Ramsey or when he was on there. When you see him on his Instagram account, like who you see there, that's how he is in real life. Same with Larry Jones and Keenan Grace and Stock Mo. I mean, just a lot of the big influencers really take an invested interest in you. They really want to help you. And I love the whole each one teach one. You know, I talk about that on my channel all the time is I come on and I share financial knowledge so that you can take the golden nuggets and apply it to your situation so that you can be better with whatever your finances are. And just to see these people not forget, you know, I don't want to say the little guy, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Sometimes when you get so big, it's hard to, like to connect back. And all of them, like everybody, you can walk up to people, they will take pictures with you, talk with you. You could bring up your YouTube channel, your website, your Instagram, your blog. They will give you like a quick on the spot, review. Like, here's what you should do. Maybe take this away. Here's some tips. And I mean, come on, like talk about free content, free, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like free game, as the young people say. Just are so open with it. Like, this is what you do. This is how you charge. This is your posting schedule. You need to be focusing here, maybe focus on there a little bit. And one of the things that I wanted to come here to do, so I want to tell you like two things I wanted to really focus on when I came here. One of those things was to spend time with my daughter. You guys know your junior investy bestie who, has some pictures taken with some of these people and really had an opportunity to talk about finance from a young person's perspective. I think that's missing from a teen's perspective, somebody who, is often forgotten about. But really, teens, they're the next generation. They are the ones who are going to be, doing a lot when it comes to money and finance and the economy. And so, really seeing her engage with these people, and just everyone is so impressed. Like, oh my goodness, if when I was 15 years old, she'll be 16 on Sunday, by the way, my baby's birthday, and my birthday was yesterday. So team 38, and her sweet 16 is next weekend. But at that age, I wasn't thinking about finance. But on the other hand, I didn't really have anybody to take me by the hand. And one of the reasons why I took her out of school, though FinCon hosted us, was to get her like some in the field experience, like, yeah, I can tell her about it, but I want to bring her in a space where there are people who look like she looks, who may be the same gender, people who have the same thing on their mind. And that's really showing other people that there's a better way, that there's a better life to just existing, if that makes sense. And how do you do that? Like, how do you really do that? And so I wanted her to see that. So that was one of those things. And the second thing for me was to, outside of like absorbing a lot of information, I wanted to learn how to network more. So I know some of you, and some of you have told me this, like, Shalise, you do everything right, and I don't. I always put myself in a position to learn. Like, if somebody is doing something and I want to get to that point, I am going to be absorbing and learning as much as I can. And one of the things I wanted to do was network. I wanted to learn how to start a conversation. I wanted to learn how to, put myself out there and really talk about the value that I provide and be confident in that value, right? And I wanted to know more about like how to do affiliate marketing and how to, really connect with your supporters, right? Versus followers. All of you are my family. You're my supporters. I'm connected to you. You're connected to me. It's deeper than just, you follow me on YouTube. And that's what I wanted to excel at and do better at. And oh my goodness, when I tell you guys, the amount of information and the insights and some future collabs and just things like that I've been able to walk away with, and we're just on day 2. Like, this is day 2. I think will be so impactful, down the line for me. And that's one of the things that I try to talk to my daughter about, is that don't ever get to the point where you cannot learn, where you cannot grow. Nobody ever, achieves everything all at once. It takes time. It's a process. You got to be willing to maybe step out of the box, even like with investing. I talk to you guys about this often. Like, at 30, I like investing. I didn't think that was something that people like me did. I just thought that was for a certain group of older people, and that's what they did. But now with like social media and just all the different platforms, you get to see so many people, and what it does is that it helps takes a lot of the fear away and a lot of the stigma away from you being better with your money, because at the end of the day, we all use money. We all need money to survive and live on. We use money to do some fun things and maybe bless other people. So we need to know how to manage it well, and we need to know how to grow it, if that makes sense. Like, grow our money, right? On the back end. And so just, being around all these people and talking to different companies and brands about what they offer and what I could bring to the table. I mean, it was really, really, not, I don't want to say thrilling, but it opened my mind to the possibilities that are out there. You were able to like ask Q&As. They have a lot of like breakout sessions, and I mean, a wealth of information. Like, take notes. I was like taking screenshots of so many people's talks, and I mean, I just loved it. And I love that they made it entertaining, because a lot of people think like money or finance is boring, and I get it. I mean, I used to think the same way back in the day, but I love it. It is exciting for me, and I want to be able to share that more. Like, it's exciting, and you can see it through our journey as well. You guys know I'm a visual person. I'm big on visuals. I don't think we would have gotten to where we are without visuals. I need the motivation, the constant encouragement to keep going, especially when you hit those lulls in your journey. And so, again, just coming here, and I've never thought that I would attend a conference, especially one that's geared towards finance. And I originally, and I used to think as well, like, oh, it's gonna be so boring, like 3 days of just sitting here listening to somebody talk. But it's so interactive, and that's one thing that FinCon did that I actually love, is that it's totally immersive, and you're interacting. It's not just the speakers. They really put everything in place where the people who are coming, who are attending, are engaging with each other. You really, I don't want to say you're forced to talk, but they provide environments where it's easy for you to be able to talk to each other and, really connect, right? Especially if you're trying to turn your YouTube or Instagram, TikTok, or whatever it is, to something that really could be a business for you. Maybe it could replace income for you. You can quit your 9 to 5 and focus on this. Again, it's about, what are your goals? What are your financial goals? And it could be retirement. It could be early retirement. It could just be to buy a house. But there are just people here that really will walk you through that path, or walk you down that path, in terms of, here's what you did because I did it. And I love that they spoke from experience, because how can you tell people how to buy a house and you don't own a house, right? How can you tell people how to be a millionaire and you're not one? So for them to be at that place, and they're reaching back and they're helping so many people, like, this is how you do it. You may fall into, some ditches this way if you go that way, but if you stay the course, if you do this, because it helped me, it can help you too. I love when people talk from experience, like when people talk from a place of having been there before. And I could tell you, one of the podcasts that I did, the topic we were all talking about was financial mistakes. And you guys know I share a lot on this channel about the mistakes and the things that we did starting on this journey. And I love, again, that FinCon really provided a space where you can talk about things that you may not have done that was, the right thing. Nobody, does the right thing with everything all the time. We're human. We make mistakes. Things happen. Sometimes we get stuck in our ways. We're human beings. And it's the same in finance as well. And, just sharing our stories. Like we didn't start at 20 or 25. We don't come from money, and if you do come from money, that's not a bad thing. But it's just like some of us didn't start at the right time, in our lives. We didn't have that right support or anything like that. But it's about, when you finally know, right? I talked about this in one of my recent videos. When you have your like come into Jesus moment where you see the light, that is it's from that point where, you focus on what you can do to better your situation, if that makes sense to you guys. But I do plan on, like, when I get home sometime next week, I gotta string all of my clips together and really do like a video vlog type of FinCon. Now, I'm not a vlogger. You guys know I don't do the vlog thing. I sit down in front of a camera, I press record, and I just talk. But I really wanted to kind of document the experience, and I have been documenting the experience over on my Instagram. Is Mommy Trader YouTube channel, all one word. And in my stories over there, and I have put like a few posts up, but I really documented in our stories over there, like my day and the people that I come in contact with, maybe some selfies, just things like that. So you guys can get like a first real live experience of what my experience is being a first timer at a conference. So a couple of tidbits that I've been able to learn so far is you are your brand. And this is something that I said before on my channel a couple times. You are your brand. It's you. You are the one that's going to keep people coming back. It's investing. It's, me, being real with you guys. It's me making things easy to understand. But at the end of the day, I am my brand. It's me. It's the rapport that I have with you guys. It's the community that I create over here. And that was one of the things they talked about, like they stressed about. You are your brand. And if you remain true to yourself and you really do your best to provide value to your supporters, you're going to see so much fruit from that, because people know when you're being yourself versus if you're trying to be like somebody else. That was another thing. Like, don't copy off of people. Be yourself. You may not think nobody will watch you, but people will watch you. There's an audience for everybody. And I thought that was a really, really another good tip. Another great tip that I walked away with is come with some of your own merch, especially if you're going to like turn this into like a business. You want to really make, you know, content creating, again, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's creating reels or videos or whatever it is. Create something. And you guys know I've been working with a couple of like popular YouTubers in our niche, who I won't say because they want to be anonymous, but really have been helping me. You guys notice like the branding, the new change. Change is good when it comes to your business because you don't want people to get bored. But change it up. What are you offering that's of value? And I really, again, changing the colors, really putting out there. I do coaching. I talk about investing, and I talk about finance. That's pretty much the three things that you think of when you hear Shalise, and to wear your brand as well. You guys know. Let me sit up. You guys see this Investy shirt? I've been wearing this for the past year. A year. I wash it and stuff, but the past year, because people will hear a word or something and they will associate it with you. So I know a lot of you have told me, like, when you hear the like the word investing or the topic of investing, you think of me, you think of my channel. If there's people in your family who want to know, like, how do you start investing for retirement, you guys send them to my channel. So again, you are your brand. And so I try to, like, keep things realistic, but keep them encouraging as well. And that's something that I've been able to get from here as well, because I'm trying to get to the next step in terms of growing my subscriber account, doing collabs with people, being comfortable, exploring other areas. And I think it'll be a positive thing as well. Another tidbit is to really I would say like really try to connect with someone that is outside your niche. So it could be in the finance space, but maybe talk to somebody who talks about credit repair a lot. And that way you can uh they can help your audience and their audience can help my audience. So really connect, like like connecting with other people that may not be in your exact like or talk about investing, but they talk about credit repair. I can tell you guys, if you want to buy a house, if you want to become a landlord or own real estate, like you need good credit. And that's an area that, if I collab with someone, they can talk to my audience about, and then and vice versa, I can talk to their audience about investing, and we can work together. It's not about, and one of the things that a lot of the people talked about here at FinCon is that you're not competing against each other. Because if you start competing against each other, you know who wins? It's the big companies, okay? The big companies are out here trying to win. So we help elevate each other. If you talk about, let's say, debt payoff, and I talk mostly about investing, why not collaborate and bring both of our audiences together? You will get followers from me, and I will get some followers from you. This is how you can work together. And I thought, well, oh my goodness, that's so smart. Because a lot of times, we don't want to share things, or sometimes we may feel like, well, I don't want nobody to, think of this or anything like that. But if you really just kind of work together, what can you offer that's of value? Because they also mentioned that here at FinCon. Don't just have any old body on your platform. They need to be able to provide value to your supporters. And again, I love how they talked about supporters versus followers. Okay, it's they are your supporters. You support them. They support you by liking your videos, by buying your products. So you make sure you come correct. Like make sure Shalise comes correct every time she posts a video. Being transparent. That's why I show the accounts. Being down to earth. Like, look, your investy bestie understand, because she spent all her money too when she was 25, twerking in the clubs and stuff. So I get it. I've been there, but that doesn't have to be your end. That doesn't have to be your future. You can climb out the hole. Another thing that I want to talk about more on my channel is how to negotiate salary and career networking, because that's something my husband excel at, and that's something a lot of you have been asking me to talk about. Is like, okay, I want to ask for a raise at my job. Inflation is high. How do I do that? Like, I need some practical, realistic advice from somebody who's there already. Like, how do I do that? And that's something that, again, these are all tools we use to build wealth, right? It's not just investing, it's paying off debt, it's making sure your credit is straight, it's making sure you can walk confidently into work and be able to ask for a raise, the right way, to be able to put all of the receipts out there and say, look, this is what I've done, this is what I did, I provide a lot of value, and I'm good to this company. And, is there something that you can do for me? Again, communicating as well. So again, when I say that FinCon really opened my eyes, like I felt full from all of the information, from all of the people that I've met, from the side conversations. Just really want you to be able to win and to like level up when it comes to not just your finances but your business as well. And I love that here I talked to a couple of big influencers who talked about, how you want to make sure you are the best business owner you can be, right? You want to make sure that you are providing value. You want to make sure that you're being supportive to your supporters. You want to make sure that you're holding people accountable and let them hold you accountable as well. Like, if I miss posting, if I just like go 3 days without posting a video, I have several people in my DMs and in my email like, Shalise, where are you? So again, it's community, it's family, and it's support. And that's one thing that I love about, being here and being among all these people. Because it was a little, like I was a little taken aback when I first got here, because I'm like, oh my goodness, Anthony O'Neill is here, and Delaney the money coach, and Larry and Stock Mo, and Keenan Grace, and just all these like people I've seen on YouTube that I watch. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm intimidated a little bit. I'm just being real. Like, I'm intimidated a little bit. And when I tell you guys, these people are so down to earth, it's insane. Like, literally will talk to every person that like comes up to them. And really, like, again, you bring up on your phone your YouTube channel, and they will go over your YouTube channel with you, like right there on the spot. This is what I desire to be. This is what I hope I'm doing with all of you right now, is really, really letting you know that I'm on your side when it comes to whatever your financial goals are, even if it's not to start a channel or build a side hustle or something like that, if you just want to get better at managing your money, if you just want to get better at investing in the stock market, if you want to just be better overall in whatever area that like is your focus, that is what I want to do for you guys. So, oh my goodness, like I really I really enjoyed being here. Like I can't believe tomorrow's the last full day. It always go by so fast when you're having a good time. Another tip would be bring comfortable shoes. I actually had the audacity to bring heels. Like I had the audacity, like, girl, like, really? You going to a conference? You're gonna be walking around standing on your feet talking. You don't want to be wearing no heels, and I do not want to be that person that will walk around barefooted with heels in my hands. Not at this type of conference, okay? So, I had some really, really cute, like loafers on, tan that I got from TJ Maxx, and they're really, really cute. And you guys saw it in the picture that I had on my Instagram stories when I did like my outfit of the day. But I had on some really nice jeans, some really nice, like, you don't want to just be, you don't want to come in sweats, but it's like semi business casual, like casual, just like dressy casual a little bit. I put makeup on. I had my watch and my earrings. So you don't need to like be dressed up like you're going to like on a date or something like that, because you're going to be standing, you're going to be walking around. You're going to have a lot of merch and stuff that you're carrying. And so you want to be, and be in a place where you're comfortable, but, look, put together, like presentable, if that makes sense. And so that's just another tidbit. Like, don't overpack or anything like that, because like I said, you're going to be going home. Like, I have a couple of t-shirts, tote bags, magnets, oh my goodness, like like so much, like little like swag. There was some swag that we didn't even get because we wouldn't have space to put it in the suitcase. And I did not do checking. Like, checking bags at airports nowadays is horrible, so we tried to just do the carry-on. Bring the carry-on, bring the personal, bag that they let you bring, and that's it. And traveling light is another pro tip. Like, travel light. And I would definitely suggest, like, if you're thinking about going to FinCon, you're on the fence. FinCon actually has scholarships that you can apply for. And I think some of the criteria is you have to have like some type of like you got to be on some type of like platform. So like a YouTube channel, TikTok, Instagram. And I love that FinCon also reached out to like underrepresented communities to get some of the people down there as well, to get them in the same room with people that can really help them grow and elevate when it comes um, to their finances as well. So I love that. Again, my FinCon hosted my daughter as well. So again, they're trying to reach a lot of people. So from different perspectives, and I love it. Like, there were so many breakout sessions and talks and just different things going on where you can do it. They do Q&As, so you can talk directly to the people. Like, I had a question about this. I was thinking about this. Like, and one of the questions that I asked was, how do you not lose your voice? And just the response that they gave me, oh my goodness, it was like I said, you'll be taking notes because they offer such valuable feedback, and I really, really love it. They will tell you, maybe you should focus on this, change that, but really give you valuable feedback, and I absolutely like love it. There was a question that I saw here. I'm looking at my comments now. Okay, so random video said, how was it meeting AO? It was like, again, how you see Anthony on YouTube or on Instagram is how he is. And I actually thought he was kind of quiet, just a nice down to earth guy. And it's amazing because a lot of us was like starstruck. It was just so nice. Like, just again, a lot of the people were. And I'm not pulling your legs here, I'm dead serious. I'll tell you if somebody wasn't being on the up and up. Okay. But again, it's just, they want you to win too. Like how they are when they talk on their social medias about, they want to build generational wealth. They're like, again, these people were like surrounded by other people here at FinCon. And like, for example, Larry Jones, literally every person that stopped him, he talked to them individually. Literally every person that stopped him to say hello, this is my brand, I'm trying to really be better at this, I'm trying to be better at that, he literally went, like, gave everybody like a 2 minute, because I mean, he can't spend a whole lot of time with like 30 people surrounding him constantly, but he literally like spent a few minutes going over like what is tell me something about your brand. Okay, so maybe you could focus a little bit on here, maybe you should focus a little bit on there, maybe you should increase your prices, maybe post a little bit more, post a little bit less, decrease your prices a little bit more, maybe focus on this group, take away. I mean, come on, y'all. The man could charge for a coaching session. The man could charge $1,000 and get it. So the fact that he was doing that to every person that was surrounding him, and not just him, Keenan, Grace, Stockma, all the big names you see, it was insane. I absolutely love it. Down to earth. Again, I was a little starstruck, but you he made you feel comfortable, and that's what I like about being here. Is that like I had to come up to my room because I was just exhausted. I couldn't take no more in my brain. I couldn't take no more in my brain because it was literally full. It was literally full. Same with yesterday. It was just full. I was just being fed a lot of information, a lot of helpful stuff that I can apply to MT so that I can be better for you guys. Because that's what I want to do. I want to be like when I say I'm your investy bestie, I mean that, y'all. Like I want to be better, and that's why I told my daughter, I said, if you ever feel like you meet somebody that just feel like they just achieved, that like they're on top, they can't be told anything, they can't improve, you need to cut your ties with them. You need to cut your ties with them. Everybody in some way, shape, or form can do better, can excel more, can learn more, can be more. And that's what I want for our finances as well. I don't want there to ever be like a cap on the my potential. Once we're satisfied, that's different. But like, well, I don't. I just don't want to stifle myself. I am trying to do something that no one in my family has ever done. So as the first, we always set the bar a little bit higher because we're the first to get out of debt or to just even have a savings account. Like you set the bar higher because you're the first, right? And so, like I said, it was really I was really happy I came, and I'm looking forward to like hearing where it's going to be next year, and being able to come next year, if FinCon will have us. But just awesome. There were some children here too. I know that was a question, like, can you bring children? Now my daughter, she's a child, but she's like an older kid. But we've seen like little kids here, and we've seen little kids, we've seen babies. They actually had FinCon this year had a babysitting service. It was between the hours of like 8 and 4, but I mean, come on, y'all, like free babysitting so that you can attend the conference included in the cost you pay to get here. Like that's I never heard of something like that. Like free childcare, like really childcare, and this is by approved, vetted. Like FinCon actually put this together, so it wasn't just some like rinky dinky person to watch your children. Everybody was vetted. Everybody has their clearances and are qualified to take care of children, and they included it in the cost of attending. Though we didn't have to pay to attend, but I just thought that was a great addition because a lot of conferences don't think about, well, people have children, school just started back up, and so I thought that was, to answer that question that I got. Yeah, you can bring your children. You can definitely bring your children. The hotel that we're staying at is the Marriott World Orlando. It's like literally like I'm looking outside of our balcony window right now, and I can see Epcot, I can see Hollywood Studios and Animal Kingdom and Disney Springs. Like we're like a hop, skip, and a jump away from the Disney stuff. Like literally a hop, skip, and a jump away. High saving with Mrs. V. And so like I just love it. Like I absolutely love I've been to Orlando many times. We come here like almost every year, my family and I, to Disney and to Universal, but I've never really stayed at this particular Marriott. I always drove past it. But it's a really, really nice hotel. It's big. So there's another conference happening while we're here. But FinCon has a lot of signs up and directions so that you can find your tribe, as they say. We all have our little, like, hold on, I don't know if you guys can see this lanyard, or I don't know if y'all can see it. It might be backwards, but it has that as well. And yes, I saw your question. Yes, we are going to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party Tomorrow night is our last night here. So usually I'm done with the conferences around 4 o'clock, 4:30 ish. Definitely by 5, I'm done. So I wanted to make sure I save the evenings for my daughter. I wanted to use this time when we were here to really connect and spend time together. We both like Disney. We've been to Disney Springs twice since we've been here. We go there to get food because it's like right across the street, literally. But we wanted to actually go to like an actual park. And so we have tickets to the Mickey Not So Scary Halloween party that's at Magic Kingdom. It's from tomorrow. I think it's from 7 to midnight, but they'll let you in like 4 o'clock. We're not going to get there at 4 o'clock. But yeah, so we're going to go there. We have our little like Halloween Disney ears, and I have my Disney shirt. I have my sneakers because you need sneakers when you go to Disney World. And I'm just going to have a good time. Like literally go to have a good time. And my son's birthday is tomorrow. So we celebrate his birthday on the weekends. We always do because that's when the whole family can come over. But I have like some little treats and stuff that I was surprising them with, uh, that we're getting from down here. So yes, we're going over. Yes, we're going over. But I'm just really happy and excited to be here and to really put myself out there a little bit more because it could be a little nerve wracking when you got to put yourself out there. You're at an event where you got to network and you're trying to, get people to notice your channel, the value that you provide. Same with the companies that are here, like Ally is here. Yes, Ally that I was able to talk to today. I would love to partner with Ally. I know a lot of you use Ally. Just a lot of companies are here, like that we're able to talk to, get merch from, make connections with, like, like seriously. Again, that's why I said, and I know I've said it a couple of times since I've been on this live, is that if you're trying to grow your brand, if you're trying to turn this side hustle into like something that really can replace your 9 to 5 and work for yourself, this is a great event because it gives you access. FinCon is like the middleman to the brands and the companies. Again, Ally Bank is here. I can't. It's a lot of like Fin startup type of apps are here. Moo, so they're like a trading app, investing app that people use. They're here. I mean, it's so many people, so many brands here that we were able to talk to and get like T-shirts from and really exchange information. Another thing, um, I was told to bring business cards and a media kit. So let me see if I can find. Um, Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. I'm digging in my bag. First of all, let me just say, I have been trekking this Investy Bestie merch bag with me everywhere. Y'all, this bag is made so well. I mean, through the airport, through the conference, like seriously, it's amazing. Let me show y'all one of my business cards. So that was something else. That was like, you need to get business cards, and I was like, really? I need to get business cards again. I wasn't thinking on that level. I'll tell you this. I got my business cards printed at Staples. The store manager who saw the business cards was asking me about MT. She wanted to know more. Like, what is this? Can you tell me more about it? And I was able to give her a business card. Can y'all see that? Can y'all see that? I was able to give her a business, and I created this on Canva. That's another tip. Canva is a godsend. Okay, it is worth. I think I have Canva Pro, and I think it's like $13 a month. It is worth every single penny. Okay, you can use. I've created the media kit that we have that I'm going to show you guys on Canva as well. Right here. This is a media kit. It's a simple page that tells a company or a brand in a really, really quick fashion. Who are you? What value you have? It gives you some stats and it gives you your services and what you charge. And that's it. That's what a media kit is. It's colorful. It's supposed to get their attention. And then business cards is great because you could just hand those out and it has all your contact information on there. Like, this is where you can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, my website, my email. And then I have my little like tagline on the back, changing the face of wealth. Pretty simple and just to the point. My picture is on there. Again, use a color picture. And I created this on Canva. Got it printed at Staples I got 250. So I know someone asked me about this. 250 business cards and 35 colored printed on good paper media kits This is a media kit. Again, it's just a document, one page. Some people have like two and three, but I don't need two or three. Like if I had 1 million subscribers, that's different. But y'all know, okay? If you know, you know. So one page is good, and just about you, some of your stats, what value you can bring to their brand, and that's pretty much it. And again, that's what I had. And to get 35 of those media kits printed and the 250 business cards, I lied to you not, $43 at Staples. Do you know how much this, like, if you go through a printing site, how much it's going to be? And we have a local Staples. So I was able to send the documents to Staples and pick them up the same day. Another pro tip: if you can do it yourself, make it yourself. That was something I learned. When you grow and your brand becomes bigger and more profitable, then you can hire everybody. But a lot of people don't, like, they discount their creative abilities. Like Canva, like I said, Canva has so many templates like that you can use. I got one of their free templates, changed some of the colors, added my pictures, rearranged things, added my own words, and I had my media kit. Same with the business cards in Canva. So it's not just for thumbnails and like creating projects or anything like that. It can be for more. It could be for more. You know, the wealth workbook that a lot of you bought, and I do have the PDF up on the site. I created in Canva. So you know what I mean? Like the cash envelopes. I know Dee on here, she does like a lot of the cash envelopes where you could do the scratch off. You could put them inside your little zip up envelopes. You can create those on Canva. And the great thing about it is that you can go on YouTube and type in like how to make savings challenges on Canva. And there's people who share their screens and show you exactly how to do it. So it's a lot of free game out here. If you want to know how to build up your content or your brand to be better, that's how you can do it. Like that is how you can. Another thing that I learned here from a lot of the big influencers is that YouTube is a marketing medium. It is like the middleman to what you can really do with your brand. So, for example, I make most of the revenue that I make from MT is through my site. YouTube gets people to my site. When I share real numbers, when I talk about investing, that gets people to my site. And I didn't really think about it that way. Like in a grand scheme, yeah, like I don't make a whole lot of money off of YouTube. I make 4 times as much on my website every month than I do on YouTube, easily. And that's one of the things that I learned. And I used to be like really obsessed with the analytics and like the watch time and all of that. And that's all important. But it's not the end all be all. That's something I learned. Like products, value, what you provide, community, that all goes into the pot of building up MT or whatever you're trying to do. I mean, even if you're trying to just to sell like the little binders and things, and that's something else that someone was talking about here. One of the big influencers is there's a lot of people talking about the same thing. Like if you type in cash envelope stuffing into YouTube right now, how many channels will you see come up? I think there are like thousands now of channels. There's new channels coming on the scene every single day. So how do you stand out? Right? What keeps people going back? Like, and this was a great analogy. What keeps people coming back to Coke and Pepsi products? There's a lot of generics on the market. There's a lot of even other brands on the market. Why do you think there's like a following for Coke drinkers and Pepsi drinkers? They were able to separate themselves and really communicate to the buyer, you need our product. Our product tastes good. It's quality. The packaging is top tier. Bright colors, good fonts, bottles that get your attention. Sometimes they'll change the shape of the bottles, catchy commercials and jingles. They're everywhere. Like those types of things. Like this is how you get your customer base to keep coming back is value. What are you providing? Like why do you should buy from me? Why you should watch me? Why should you, subscribe to me? Why should you support me? Or things like that. And so again, it's just like, how do you stand out? How do you stand out? How can you be like, the person that makes people want to come back. And so that's something that I'm learning here. Like, how why you should watch me over somebody else. You know what I mean? And again, we're all like, I'm really connected to a lot of you on here. Um, but like, if you're trying to grow your brand, like, how can you, be a little different? How can you be unique so that people will buy your products? And like I said, if your objective is to replace your 9 to 5, you don't want to keep working with somebody else. You want to be an entrepreneur. You want to be a small business owner. You love what you do here, and you just wanted to kind of grow so that you can see what it could be, right? Well, this is how you do it. Let me see. Random videos. I am not the GOAT, but I appreciate it. But see, that is what my value is. That's what a couple people told me today. Like, that is you. And I love how some of them said that they were going to take me under their wing and like help me with that, because that is something that is missing. That really could be beneficial to a lot of people, is sharing real numbers. Somebody said, you share real numbers? I said, yes. I bring up the Roth IRA. I bring up Robinhood. I do portfolio updates and net worth updates every month with screenshots. When the market is up, when the market is down, they were like, are you serious? I said, yes. I mean, how can I talk about investing and I don't show anything? And people I know are watching, and they said, that's needed. And I was like, that is something I need to focus on. And I've been doing it, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to continue to do that. But yeah, I wanted to motivate people to start doing something that was so taboo. Oh my goodness. When I first heard about investing, it was like, you guys ever seen that movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy? And I think it was Mortimer, and I can't think of the other guy's name. But that is who I thought about when I heard about investing. I love, my Caucasian brothers and sisters, but it was older white men, like old white men in suits in a back dark room somewhere, drinking whiskey with cigars. That's who I thought was like investing. That's what I thought investing was. Like, that's not for me. That's for like them. It wasn't even like younger white men or white women. It was just like the older Caucasian men. That's who I thought it was. That's who I thought investing was for. But oh my goodness, it has evolved so much. My daughter is an investor. A lot of you have nieces and nephew children that you're investing for and talking to about investing. You are investing as well. So it's like, again, financial literacy is so important. Like, I can't stress it enough. It's so important. Like, because you will walk around with these thoughts like, oh, that's not for me. And it is 100% for you. The stock market cares about green. Vam Experience said, have you thought about collabs and who you, yes, but I'm going to leave that as a surprise because I want to be able to like, I want y'all to see. It's going to be a surprise. It's going to be a surprise, but stay tuned. Please hit the bell notification so y'all don't miss it. Okay. So you don't miss it. Desiree says, about how much do you think? Okay. So let me tell you, sis, we flew into Tampa. So I flew into Orlando many times before. I came here on my honeymoon. All right. Orlando used to be very inexpensive to fly to. Since the pandemic, bless you.
Thank you.
The pandemic, I don't know if people are just moving to Florida. I don't know if people are they can just work from anywhere. But to fly here, it used to cost us $150 ish. To fly here to Orlando now, it was like $380. I'm dead serious. But we have flew into Tampa before. So if you don't know, Tampa is about an hour away from Orlando. But my daughter and I were able to fly a round trip for like $300, which is a really, really good price, especially for nowadays. So I flew into Tampa. It took about the same amount of hours on the plane. Tampa is closer to the Atlantic Ocean, whereas Orlando is more inland. But I was going to rent a car if I came into Orlando. I always rent a car. That's a tip. The Ubers, they mark up everything down here because they know people are going to Disney. They know they're going to Universal. So they mark up the rides. So, and I priced this out. If my daughter and I took like a couple of Ubers while we were here, it would cost us like almost $350. I rented a car for $187, unlimited miles. So I drove here from Tampa. Drove here. And we had our own car. And you know the perk of it, Desiree, is that we don't have to eat at the hotel. So you guys know if you stay at a hotel, The food is crazy expensive. And it's busy because there's 2 conferences or 3 conferences going on here at the Marriott. Disney Springs is right across the way. We went to my birthday dinner last night at the Boathouse. Tonight we went to dinner at the Chick Guy. Literally went in, got in, sat down at a table, ate our meal, and came back. And there was a line still to get into the restaurant here at the hotel. So I don't hardly ever like the if I order food at the hotel, it's usually room service and it's breakfast because we got to check out and we got to go to the airport and I know we won't be able to eat for a couple hours. That's the only time that I may get it. I don't usually, even on vacations, eat at hotels. But I always try to tell people like, if you're traveling to Orlando or anywhere, try to find a close city nearby and fly into that city and just drive like 45 minutes or an hour up. 45 or minutes or an hour up, and it can save you a couple $100. I got an hour. I can drive an hour. I could drive an hour. D said, send ally my regards. You cracking me up, girl. My lack of confidence is hindering me. Yes. And I tell people all the time, if you are hesitant about starting a YouTube channel and you're feeling discouraged, let me know. I will tag you or shout you out, okay? To send people over to you to look at your content. So I'm trying to help you. Like, I'm serious. Like it's not like, okay, you can do good, but the people that I met here, like, they are literally holding me by the hand, and I can do the same thing for other people. If you want to start a YouTube channel and you're not too sure about it because you don't think anybody will watch, let me know. Tag me in your video. I will come over and that will remind me to either put you in a community post, put you on my Instagram, or just mention you in one of my videos. Go check this person out. But tag me and let me know. That way it'll be motivating for you to, at least get some people over to look at you. Now, I can't make them subscribe to you, but I can get traffic over there. And this is another tip that I learned about, here at FinCon, whether you're recording on your phone, whether it's through a camera, like a professional setup, try to bring your A game. Now, you don't need to have all the best equipment, but when you are filming, be yourself. Like, don't edit everything out. I know we think like, and I say like all the time in my videos. I know I say like. When I go back and edit, I'm like, girl, you saying like. But that makes you human. People like that because it feels like they're having a conversation with a friend. I mean, when I'm with my friends, I don't want them to be like robots. I want them to just talk. And I'm not even, in my mind, honestly, I'm not even focusing on that they're saying like 100 times. I'm focused on the conversation. I'm focused on our relationship. I'm focused on laughing and hanging out with you. And so, bring you to your content. Bring your personality. Be real. Transparent is another thing. You're struggling. Talk about it. Again, I talk about our financial fails all the time. Cash on a 401k. Like, sis, for real? Yes. Yes. Robbing Peter to pay Paul? Yes. Like, sis, for real? Yes. 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 And so, just be yourself, be authentic, and be engaging, like laugh at yourself. I do it all the time. Like, I was like laughing at myself in one of my recent videos. Just laugh at yourself. People will laugh with you. That's the surprising part. You think like you're just laughing at yourself. People have told me like they're watching, laughing along with me at myself. And then they laugh at themselves because they do the same thing. We're putting some humanity on money, right? Money is so serious. It's so like rigid, right? And we're making it more down to earth. We're laughing about it. We cry about it. We're having heart to hearts about it. Like we're putting some humanity on it, and I love it. I love that we're being open with it, right? Because goodness gracious, I know a lot of us, including myself, didn't always feel that way. So Desiree said you're the same way. The confidence. Yeah. And that's one of the things that I struggle with, and it held me back. You would be so surprised when you just step out. If it don't work, it don't work. But what if it does? Like, what if it does work? Then you would be so happy that you actually did it. But you won't know unless you step out and see if it worked. But like I said, if it don't work, it's okay. I mean, how many people have several business ideas before it actually get off the ground, right? Elon Musk had been working with Tesla for 10 years before he became the Elon Musk that we all know today. 10 years is a long time to be working on something, trying to perfect it. He could have gave up. Now the man, what I think he is the richest man in the world, or like the top five, right? Top five. So stick with it. Collabs outside of the budgeting community. I would probably rephrase that, Vam, as the finance community, because budgeting is one part, debt payoff is another part. I know people that are trying to pay off their mortgages, that's another part. People who just want to learn how to invest or just wealth building in general, all of this encompasses that. But one thing I love about budgeting is that it's the foundation of everything. So you can't even think about buying a house or paying off debt or investing if you don't have a solid budget. You need a solid budget in order to level up when it comes to whatever your goals are, whatever your financial goals are. But you will see the collabs. You will see. You will see. Have you all checked out any dessert shops, random videos? Random videos? Okay. I don't know if you're familiar with Disney Springs. They have a place called Sprinkles. It's like a cupcake place. We got some cupcakes from there. I wanted to go to like this cookie shop, but it had like a long line. I can't even think of the name of the cookie shop. But it had like, it was like an hour wait. I wasn't waiting an hour for a cookie. I wasn't waiting an hour for a cookie. Desiree says, yes, when we went to Miami, we flew into Fort Lauderdale. Way cheaper. Yes, girl. Yes. It was like, you would be surprised. Like, just rent a car. If you know you're going to rent a car when you go to Miami, why not just fly into Fort Lauderdale, rent the car there? It's probably, and our car rental was $187. We would not have paid that in Orlando. It would have at least been $300 in Orlando because it's a hot spot now. People are moving here. They're building up here. You got Disney right across the way, Universal, SeaWorld. So the demand is up, so costs go up as well. So flying into Tampa, where it's still relatively like quiet, is cheaper. And like I said, I got an hour. I got an hour. Okay. L says, "Are you going to be on the app?" I would love to. I would love to. We all are still here. We all are still here. So I would love to. But like I said, you guys got to stay tuned. You guys got to stay tuned. Desiree, you say so a lot, girl. I say like. But again, it helps people to connect with you. Like, I just said it. I just said like again. I didn't even realize it until after I said it. But it helps people to connect with you. Like, you're human. You're human. And so I try to be like that in my private groups. I try to be like that on the channel. I try to just, like I said, like my shirt says, investy bestie. Your bestie is the person who you can talk to about anything. Except with this, it's about finance. With me, it's about finance. But again, we can have that relationship, that camaraderie, where we can just be in a relaxed setting and talk about something that impacts us on a day-to-day basis. And that's pretty much what investy bestie is. That's something that I coined, that I thought it was cute. It sounded cute, and yeah. Random, are you still laughing? When I said I was busy, look, when you are 24 years old, 30 seems like 100 years away. 40 seems like several hundred years away. It's just long. You have time. But I'm telling you, someone told me that you're going, like someone said, girl, when you turn 25, you're going to go to sleep and you're going to be 30. You're going to blink your eyes and you're going to be in your mid 30s. You're going to go to sleep again and you're going to be about to turn 40. And now, having been on this journey, it's true. Time waits for no one. We have to use the time that we have wisely. You can still have fun. That's why I have a sinking fund. I had a fund for this trip. I knew we were going to go to Disney Springs. I knew we were going to go to Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party. And what I do is that when I have a fund for a vacation, I use all that money on vacation. I don't feel guilty about it at all, because that's why I saved it up. It's for that reason. Number one, so that I don't go into debt. And number two, so that I don't have money guilt. It's about balance and keeping money in its proper place. But if I have a fund for Christmas, I usually spend all of it, because that's what I saved it for. Or I will roll it over to Christmas for next year. But it's for that specific thing. So, when I was in my 20s, I wasn't thinking about, you're going to have kids, right? Did you pay your bills? Like it's not just about you anymore. You have to be responsible. And so, but yeah, I was stressed to the nine going out. I, there was stuff that I had tags on it. Like, people will say that, like, They had stuff with tags on it. No, 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 no. Tags on it. Like, how do you have multiple colors of the same item and don't wear it? Like, really, girl? Really? But you couldn't tell me nothing back then. Y'all, I was, ooh, I was a mess. If I could go back and like shake myself, which is why I'm trying so hard now with my daughter. Like, you can still have fun, you can still do the things that you want, but be wise about it. Have a budget. Your budget will let you go and, you know, have going out money. You can go out still with your friends if you want, but you also have money to pay your bills. Because what's the point of being a well dressed person on the street when it wasn't even necessary, right? I talked about that too. Made good money. There was no way we should be getting evicted, making six figures. How do you make six figures about to be evicted? Because financial literacy. We just didn't know. We just didn't see the light yet. But thank God that we did, because now we're so far like ahead of where we would have been if we would have been on that road. We would not have. I just turned 38. Okay, my birthday was yesterday. We would have nothing to show for it. Almost 40 years old, nothing. And again, it was no excuse for us because we made enough money. It was different if we didn't make enough, but we made enough. We just weren't responsible. And it was really me. A lot of it was me. I was really still dealing with past childhood issues. Y'all know stuff from your childhood. It follows you. People think, oh, when you hit 18, all those issues go away. They don't go away. They follow you. And if you don't kind of get that stuff handled, it goes into your children. This stuff is real. And so, I'm appreciative for the hard times. Like, sometimes you need that kick in the butt to get you, like to straighten you out. And so I'm thankful for the good times and the not so good times as well, because it helped us to get to where we are today. Desiree, you said you're shocked you're 31. Yep. Girl, the 30s. Like, I'm about to be 40 in 2 years, Lord willing. Like, what? I still remember being in high school. Like, I still remember being in high school, and I loved high school. And I could not. I couldn't even then. I couldn't even imagine myself 38 years old. 38 to me was like 100 years away. I'm 18, but the time, the time. It just, especially nowadays, it feels like the time goes by super fast than what it used to. Like, super fast. Maybe it's because when you become an adult, you have more responsibilities, you got more things on your mind. But goodness gracious, one of your best friends is like that. She has tons of clothes with tags on it. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Girl. Yep. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ina. Hey. Oh my goodness, girl, you have to come to FinCon next year. You have to come, Ina. You have to come, Ina, because I am really thoroughly enjoying myself. Now, I'm going to put like a video together where I'll talk about it, and I've been taking some clips and selfies with different people, but oh my goodness, I absolutely love it. Talking about an immersive experience for people in the finance space. There's people here that don't even have YouTube channels, that don't have like social media platforms. They just want to be around people who like talking about financial issues and topics. I mean, I just absolutely love it. Everybody here is talking about it. You don't have to worry about like, we got to be private about this. Maybe we should go in the corner. Open conversations in the middle of the lobby or in the middle of the breakout sessions and like the big conference ballroom, just openly talking about finance, money, budgeting, spreadsheets, investing, debt payoff, wealth building, real estate investing, just openly. You can easily like join into conversations. There's people that I was talking to, Stockmo, and there was several people that just walked up to the conversation and just joined in, like just talking. And I just, like, so much so that my throat was actually getting dry. And they said, like, you need to bring some water and some throat lozenges, because all the talking, you don't think you're going to talk, but they will help you to open up. And some of them, if they see like you really want to have some private time, will take you into a corner. I've seen several of the big influencers do it. And they will spend like 2 minutes with you, 2, 3 minutes with you. And and this is with them being surrounded by a mob of people. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Really, really love it. You said high school was rough for you, Desiree? Oh, I'm sorry. Ina, you says that sounds awesome. Can't wait to make it there. Yeah, it was. really, really a great experience. I can't wait to really like make a video about it and talk to you. I'm also going to feature a clip of my daughter in that video talking about her experience from her perspective, because I think it's good to, hear from, a teen's perspective, being in this environment, getting this like hands-on experience. Like we could talk about it in school, but can you imagine like being here and for her to really talk to people, and she took some pictures too with some of the different ones,
I
and just being
did.
able to really encourage her. Like there were, like, for example, one of the influencers was talking to her directly, like, make sure that you do the best you can with your money as you grow up, because you're going to set your future up to be a bright one. I mean, I just love it. They were pouring into my daughter, pouring into your junior investy bestie, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
You know
And
what
so
else?
I 100% recommend FinCon if you plan on, if you ever think about coming. And just listening to the different ones, I was like, I would love to be a speaker here one day. I would love to be a speaker here one day, because I feel like I have a story that could resonate with a lot of people. And, what if like my daughter and I were speakers, in the future, like speaking into existence? Like I see that for us, talking openly about, what you can do. It doesn't matter where you start from. Your past does not dictate your future. Start where you are now and make the best of your situation. You can do it and just go from there. And so, yeah, I just wanted to come on live, y'all, from FinCon, and just, give my like first impressions while it's still going on. And like I said, sometime later next week, yeah, I'm thinking maybe later next week, I'll have the video out so that you guys can like see it, and we'll give like our feedback and responses to it. But I'm so excited to be here. Like I really am grateful to be here. Desiree says anything dealing with school was rough for me. I always got teased for having. Oh, oh, Desiree. Well, look, listen, sis. You got a lot of people in this community that, and make sure you guys go subscribe to Desiree too. She shares her journey to achieving financial freedom as well. She's super, super, super supportive and real. And if you're looking for that, you're gonna find it with her. You're gonna find it with her. Now y'all know I won't send you to nobody who is not any of those things, right? Because life is too short, and we want just to be able to connect in a positive space, right? And so you'll be able to find that over on her channel too, because that's what we do. We're sisters, we're brothers. We look out for each other, because if we don't, who will?
Look at this, that rhymes.
Who will? So thank you guys so much. I'm going to get ready to go and relax a little bit, so that I can be up. I think we got to be downstairs 8:30 tomorrow morning. So relax, chill a little bit, really take in the day, and see what tomorrow brings. So make sure you guys like this live. I may keep it up, yeah, because I'm on my phone. I don't have my laptop this time. But yeah, make sure you guys like the video. It really will help out the channel, like getting this out on the algorithm. Y'all know the whole algorithm. It likes when people are engaging. So please leave me a comment, like it, share it if you feel led to do that. I would love if you share it. Your investy bestie would love it. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining me for a little while. So a little over an hour, but I just wanted to talk to y'all while I was here and give you like some of my first impressions of it. So I look forward to talking with you now. My next video, what is today? Thursday? I'm losing track of time. I
Mm-hmm.
think it's Thursday. My next video will probably be out, I'm thinking Sunday. We go home Saturday, so I want to give myself, some breathing room to really, like space out my content and be ready for you guys. And so I wanted to come on live because this can act like a video, if that makes sense. This is like a video. But yeah, leave me some questions. If you think of more questions after this is over, leave them in the comment section below and I'll get back to it. I know I haven't been commenting on some of your channels. My Wi-Fi here is spotty, so please forgive me. Charge it to my head, not to my heart. I will catch up when I get home to a reliable internet, y'all. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to be on here. And thank you guys. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Ina. Everybody. BAM experience. I'm just going back so I can make sure I thank y'all. Random videos. L. Thank you, girl. Let's see. I said random videos. Grown woman on the grind. Talia. Thank you, girl. Saving when this is V. Let's see. Brijesh. I'm sorry if I'm not saying your name correctly. Desiree, of course. Yes, thank you guys so, so, so much. And I'll see you in my next video. Like I said, that'll probably be Sunday. So I want to give myself some breathing room when I get home Saturday to kind of, relax a little bit. But yeah, Sunday probably be my next video. So this is like a video. It's a live, but it's a video. So I'll see y'all soon, okay? Y'all have a good night. And thank you for being here. Bye bye, guys.